Questions tonight about public safety after an airline employee stole a plane on Friday and crashed it.
I was just shocked to see that someone who was so nice, so helpful, and caring, actually, and all of a sudden it just snaps upon us like that.
In a post-9/11 world, an unlicensed pilot in a stolen plane conjures horrifying possibilities. But his own words from the cockpit radio didn't suggest extremism so much as a man who was coming apart. Our Katie Nicholson looks at the implications.
Swooping down through the evening sky, it seemed like a joyride. The F-15s tracking his every move told a different story.
Hey, pilot guy, can this thing do a backflip, you think?
In the cockpit, 29-year-old Richard Russell, known to friends as Bebo, a ground crew worker who somehow managed to swipe this Q400 from the tarmac and take it into the Seattle skies.
I think I'm going to try to do a barrel roll, and if that goes good, I'll just go nose down and call it a night.
After roughly an hour in an apparent suicide, Russell crashed the otherwise empty prop plane into this sparsely populated island in Puget Sound.
We are stunned and heartbroken. It may seem difficult for those watching at home to believe, but Bebo was a warm, compassionate man.
Questions are mounting as to how this could possibly happen.
To our knowledge, he didn't have a pilot's license.
So how was he able to fly a plane?
Man, I played video games before, so I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Veteran pilot Doug Moss says that could be true.
Anyone with experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator or even video games should have enough skill to basically fly the airplane.
Here's how we start the engines. Turn both ignition systems to normal.
Popular video games like this one offer step-by-step tutorials with minute details from the flight deck. The incident also raises grave questions about airport security. Early indications are Russell had no red flags. He passed all his background checks and had been working for the airline for 3 years.
I think the real issue here is mental health and what kind of policies, procedures does the airline have for recognizing mental health issues.
Alaska Airlines says it offers an employee assistance program to all its employees 24/7. It's not known if Richard Russell ever tried to access that program before Friday's fatal flight. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Toronto.
Now, that Q400 is made by Canada's Bombardier. You probably know it more commonly as the Dash 8. It's widely used in this country for shorter regional flights. It holds a crew of 4 and 76 passengers, and there are some design features which would make it easier to steal than a larger jet craft. The hatch contains its own staircase, so you wouldn't need a separate one to gain entry. And some larger craft also require a tow to get into takeoff position. That wouldn't be the case for the smaller and more agile Q400.